Hi everyone, my name is James Breen, just here at Greg Walther Manor Farm this afternoon talking about environmental mastitis control with David and the team here. Just some top tips. How do I know if environmental mastitis infections are a problem for my herd? David reports all his clinical cases and milk records and was keen to look at his data, and we started by looking at dry cows. So do I have environmental mastitis infections occurring in my dry cows? For example, if you dry off 10 low cell count cows below 200,000 cells per mil, does more than 1 out of every 10 calve back in above 200,000 cells per mil at first test? And we were looking at that together and linking the fact that that dry period new infection rate has come down in recent months. And David's showing the dry cow management, and what struck me particularly was how much space they give cows in the dry period. Not only outside space for the far off dry cows that are cubicle housed, but when we measured the bedded area for the loose yard where they calved down, they were giving the cows 17 square meters of bedded area per cow and cleaning that calving and dry cow yard out every 4 weeks. And then we moved into lactation, and we were looking at the first case of clinical mastitis, for example. How many first cases of clinical mastitis does this farm report in cows that are more than 30 days in milk? And we were looking at a nice seasonal pattern, very low rates of new cases in the winter, but actually some evidence for more new cases in the summer. We've installed some fans to cool the cows, and we might increase the frequency of clean sand into the cubicles from once a week to twice a week. Looking forward to spring 2026. Do join us at Colston Farm to talk about mastitis infection control in block calving herds. So Colston Farm is an example of one of our strategic dairy farms that's spring block calving, and we're going to talk about how dry period management's gone using the cell count data, particularly at first test day, to measure dry period new infections and the impact that changes made over this coming winter has had on the risk of cows calving down with high cell counts.